Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Becklin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway. Oh, easy pickings there. Ball's played through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Camavinga! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, that was vital. And now they can spring out of defence. Eder Militao goes direct. Camavinga. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Doué. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Tchouaméni threads one in. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Koundé. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Well spotted.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And it's Tchouaméni. He's played it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Thuram gets flagged offside. Camavinga. Here's Tchouaméni. And it's Camavinga. Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
Madrid definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Alexander-Arnold. And the pass is intercepted. Tchouaméni. This is a promising build-up. And it's Doué. Now Saliba. And here's Thuram. Koundé. Chouameni turns back here, probably the best option. And Konate. And it's Hernandez. He's in a great position here. Mbappe finds himself offside. Chouameni and Upamecano, Koundé and Upamecano, and it's Chouameni, and he's forced to go back, and Konate, Camavinga, Chouameni, now Mbappe. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Chouameni. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Vinicius Junior. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well, that is one way to stop him. Little doubt, that is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. France are down to 10 men. Chouameni, Valverde, Camavinga.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And it's Doué. And he welcomes it in. And he's well positioned. Thuram! They've scored!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man.
And the referee has blown for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. So your views on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
France can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. So right back into the action.
France definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And he was quick to react. Bellingham looking to pass their way up the pitch. Alexander-Arnold. Lovely bit of skill. Mbappe! And he was alert to it. And it's Chouameni. Vinicius takes a shot! And that's a good finish. They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Bellingham. Mendy. Tchouaméni.
France really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Mbappe. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Lovely feet. Always. And the shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Bellingham is there and he can pick it up. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Back towards the middle. Tchouaméni. Mbappe being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Mbappe. Can he get onto this?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Camavinga. And it's Hernandez. Not the most accurate pass. Tchouaméni for Valverde. Engages and forces him off the ball. Mendy kept his eye on it, and he's there. Clipped into space. Oh, nicely intercepted. Looking to play him in. Knocks it out wide. And here's Thuram. Tchouaméni. Alexander-Arnold. Madrid are looking to break at pace. And here's Mbappe. And the shot's on here. Mbappe. Strong running down that left flank. Now it's Mbappe. That has ended up in no man's land.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10, el dorsal 8.
Into the last quarter of an hour.
El dorsal 7.
Tchouaméni somewhat off target.
El dorsal 11, el dorsal 19.
Conte.
El dorsal 15, el dorsal 18. Cambio de jugadores.
Now it's Mbappe. And that pass just didn't quite work.
France really are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Chouameni, and it's Conte for Olise. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Mbappe! Chouameni getting this one clear. And here's Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Alexander-Arnold. And that interception was most necessary. Chouameni spread it left. Carreras, Upamecano. So that means another 30 minutes football. So Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner. And extra time is next.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que obedezcan en todo momento las indicaciones del personal del estadio. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 12.
Into extra time we go.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 4.
That is Conte. He was under real pressure there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now that's well seen too. Alaba. Arda Güler. Koundé. Olise. And it's Alaba. Alaba makes a dash for it. He's found some space. Well read, and the danger is averted. That's an imaginative pass. And the counter-attack is on for France. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ceballos. Conte, looking for options for movement. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Cleared without hesitation.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now a chance, surely! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
France. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. So this is it, one goal in it, and we're down to the last 15 minutes. Everyone on their last legs. Can there be one final twist? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? deftly away.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Now it's Rodrigo. He is through here. Alaba. Chance! And it's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! That is simply terrific, finished with beautiful deftness.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage.
Oh no, what has happened here? Now he's running away. Now this could... And he shoots! And that's a tiny finish. That sets up an enthralling finish. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Well, at the moment, we're seeing an attempt to manage the advantage.
Oh, terrible mistake. He's found a way through. That's put paid to the danger. And there goes the final whistle. France illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started. Now, what about a counter-attack? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Oh, what has happened here? He's had a shot! And that is wildly off target.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Jr., in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn...
Mbappe! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Lovely bit of skill. Koundé threads one in, and he's cut it out. Hernandez. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, really cute. What a... He leaps for it! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That's a decent clearance. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Well read, nice interception. No goals as yet. Mendy, oh, played through for the wide man. It's an inviting looking ball, that. France disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Now it's Thuram. There they go, hunting in packs. And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Thuram. And that's been decent chance! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Eder Militao. And it's Mendy.
Madrid really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Tchouaméni, Mendy. That's a good run down the left. Doué. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Camavinga. Deftly away. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Upamecano. And Hernandez. Konate. And it's Doué. Passing is crisp and sharp. Has to go back here. Valverde. It's Vinicius Jr. 15 minutes till half-time. Well, they can break here. A probing pass. That is good alertness. Koundé. Tchouaméni. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Thuram. Bellingham.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Some good work on the right flank here. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Doué. And it's Koundé. Tries to play it through. Chouameni. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ambitious ball here. LeNguyen chooses to deal with it himself. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Camavinga. Camavinga. Good purposeful running this. And that's a throw-in. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Camavinga. Valverde. Great defending, strong and determined. Knocks it into space. Oh, delightful ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So between them, no goals at all so far.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And so the action is resumed.
France clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them...
He's having a shot! Defending of the desperate variety. Hernandez. And Doué. Camavinga. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Bellingham. Valverde. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well seen, saw that coming. Nicely weighted ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Bellingham. Chouameni. Looking to play him in. Now this could be a chance. And he's running through. That is lovely. Little pass back.
Just too much pressure, had to go that way.
Opts for safety. Konate. Mbappe needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
That's been cut out, well played. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. LeNguyen clears. Just about up to the hour now. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Vinicius Junior. And the shot! Bellingham. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Can he finish? Off the post! And that's a tidy finish. How they've waited. Now they have it. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10.
So we have movement on both benches.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was always going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Madrid have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Carreras gets into a good position. He's had it taken off him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Pass is just off target, and he's there to get it away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And he's gone searching crossfield. And it's Dembele. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's had it nicked away. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Rudiger. Ceballos. Oh, just skips past his man. Real chance! Well taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Time for a change in personnel. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Now it's Rodrigo. Oh, chance, surely! That is decidedly lacking.
Madrid certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Carreras. And here's Rodrigo. Looking for options for movement. Rodrigo picks it up out wide. Koundé. For Olise. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He's looking wide. He's found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Saliba.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
This is a promising build-up. That's really well cleared. And time is up. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And he's picked it up out wide. He's in a great position here. Now it's Doué. And he's gone backward here. He's found a way through. Eder Militao did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's picked Vinicius Junior! Nice interception, well timed. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Great defending, strong and determined. That is good alertness. Now it's Mbappe. Valverde. It's a good spell of possession, this. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. France yet to have an attempt on goal. Koundé gets a good foot in there. Rudiger spots it and intercepts. Camavinga aims beyond the defence, and it's made its way to him. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Bellingham. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I've got my eye on Militao, who's developing his game very well and quite quickly. I think you need someone very strong in the central defensive position, and he is living up to that now, delivering what he was maybe failing to deliver not so long ago. Just a lot more confidence, a lot stronger, and he'll be the one that they'll have to try and get past.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Doué. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Camavinga tries to play it through. Valverde. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Doué making good progress on the right-hand side. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. There's no sort of quality on that. Well, what a waste that one is. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Valverde. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. Space for him to turn and look. And it's Koundé. Can he get on the end of this? Didn't quite work for him. Saliba. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Mbappe. Just 5 minutes left until the break. He's free, he has got space. Can he finish? Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Hernandez.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
That's it, 45 minutes up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope.
Vinicius Junior! Doué. It's Camavinga. Pass somewhat off target. Chouameni. And it's Bellingham. Camavinga. Bellingham. Driving forward. Tries one from range! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Koundé. Hernandez. And Konate. Not the most accurate pass. Valverde. Great vision. Tries a shot! And the ball's come loose here. And he's there to get it away. Camavinga. And here's Vinicius Junior. Chouameni. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
So we've reached the hour mark. Now it's Valverde. Mbappe. Can he finish? Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Madrid really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid choosing to make the first change.
El dorsal 6, el dorsal 8, el dorsal 7. Serán sustituidos
Mbappe looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Chouameni. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Carreras. Oh, important interception. Mbappe. Doué. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Diaz. Great ball if he can get there. He's onside. Opts to play it back. Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cambio de jugadores.
Alaba. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kante getting forward. He came in hard, very hard. And he shoots! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
There will be a throw-in.
Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Conte. Ceballos. Rodrigo, he is onto this. And it's Alaba.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Conte. Good driving run. Ceballos. Upamecano kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Dani Ceballos. Tchouaméni goes looking wide. Eder Militao. Carreras.
Oh, great feat, that.
And it's Alaba. And Dani Ceballos. Alaba.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Ceballos. And it's Alaba. He shifted it to the flank. And the shot's on here. He's had a shot! And that is it. That was the last kick of the game. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So, no winner at full time. We will be going the distance.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 22 será
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Alaba is fouled. Mendy tries to dink it through. Mendy picks it up from the goal kick, and it's Diaz. And here's Rodrigo. Rodrigo is having a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And that is well cleared. Tchouaméni. And he's quick to return it. This looks promising. Look at the space here. Great chance! He lifts the roof! Has he won it? He just might have won it! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So the first moment of real significance.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's destined for the flank. Carreras receives it in a good position. And the shot! Oh, Waters, and again! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Good ball, good shapes to shoot! It's fallen kindly here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. Finally, after all this time, the first telling moment. 15 minutes separate it from being the winning moment.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And we're off for the final time. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Now it's Olise. Hernandez picks it up now. Hernandez proves... Oh, great leap! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Pavard. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. So he's plotting something before playing it in. France are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit...
Big chance! It's hit the upright. And that could have brought them level.
That's really unlucky, because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
Chouameni. Can he get it through? Ball looks a good one. Here's Chouameni, spread it left. Carreras gets into a good position.
Madrid can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Ambitious ball here. Little pass back.
Now that's good pressure.
And the finish! It's a loose ball. Here's a chance! And that is as far as it goes. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Well, how will we look back on that?
France clearly lost their focus when fatigue started to creep in, Peter. You know, a painful lesson on what can happen if you switch off for an instant at that stage.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.